You know what's funny? I never owned the Nike Blazer, but somehow this sneaker owned a piece of my memory. Before there was Air, before there was Boost, there was the Blazer. Nike's first step into basketball, and that step became a stomp. This is the story of the Nike Blazer Mid 77 vintage. The Nike Blazer launched in the early 1970s, named after Nike's hometown squad, the Portland Trail Blazers. Nike was still new to the hardwood. In this sneaker, it was the Swoosh's debut statement. The first NBA players to wear Nike, they wore the 1972 Bruin prototypes, but by December of 72, the Blazers had entered the game. 1 year later, in 1973, a catalog claimed rugged and well built for the maximum of support and comfort. The Blazer High Top is the choice of champions coast to coast. Now this wasn't lightweight tech. This was leather, heat cemented to a rubber sole using vulcanized ovens, a process that only a few factories can handle. Soon, suede versions dropped with bold colors, and then came George the Iceman Gervin, who is from Detroit, by the way. What up though? Nike's first player exclusive. His Blazers didn't say Nike on the heel, they said Iceman. And just like that, the legend was born. The Blazer Mid 77 vintage is a love letter to simplicity. That retro swoosh, it almost kisses the soul. The exposed foam tongue, rugged and real. The herringbone outsole, classic grip. And that padded collar, just enough to hold you down without holding you back. Now there's no tech overload, just clean lines and court-ready confidence. This is form meets function with zero wasted motion. As Nike pushed forward with Air Jordans, flights, and forces, the Blazers quietly faded into the background. But real legends don't disappear. They just wait for their moment. By the 2000s, skaters picked up the Blazers and gave it a second life. In 2005, Nike SB introduced the skater-specific Blazer. Suddenly, streetwear brands, sneaker shops, and high-driven collabs followed. From Supreme to Stussy, the Blazer was born again. Now, I never had a pair of Blazers growing up, but I always respected them. Like I stated earlier, it's the simplicity of the design. Because without the Blazer, there's no Dunk, there's no Jordan 1, no roadmap for how Nike could move in basketball, then move culture. This wasn't just a sneaker, it was proof that a brand from Oregon could hang with the Giants. And once they proved that, the rest was history. Now, if the Blazer ever touched your feet or even jogged your memory, drop a comment in the comments. I definitely can't wait to hear what you guys got to say about your memories, or if you're still rocking the Nike Blazer. As always, I am Big MSG, host of the Nomad Cast Sneaker Stories, telling you stories that you forgot to remember. Hit that like button, tap subscribe, and share with someone who still respects the origin of sneakers and their stories. One thing I will tell you about the Nike Blazer, because everything is just so simple. I keep tossing that word around, simplicity, but that's what it is. Think about it. Simple Nike font in the back. Nothing creative. Again, this is 1970s, right? But it's just a simple sneaker. Nike swoosh, look at that toe box. That's old school, baby. That old school Nike outsole. The midsole, Nike swoosh, the leather upper, padded collar, old school Nike tongue. This is back in the day, man. This is definitely retro. A nice pair of the Nike Blazers. My very first pair of the Nike Blazer. It's a great shoe, man. It looks good. And I've seen these for years, but I never wanted a pair. But now I'm starting to reach back in time and telling stories of yesteryear, going back into the archives, baby. Old school, baby. Old freaking school. The Nike Vintage 77 Blazer.